My name is Shirin Herman, and I work for the Houston Independent School District. And I started out as an outreach worker for the refugee program in HISD, which stands for Houston Independent School District. And I have continued to do that. So I work with refugee families and students. And these are refugees who are coming from Somalia, Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, those kind of places that they've been through a lot of hardship. And I have been doing this for the last 20 years or so. So I came to this country as a student, and even though I knew English when I arrived in this country, but it was the British English because I grew up in a British colony in Tanzania. And so I completely understand when these children come from these countries, and many of them have been through a lot of trauma. Maybe they've been through war or seen hunger or crimes committed against their families and their communities, or against the religious group that they belong to, because these are legal refugees that are being admitted into the U.S. And so I very much feel a lot of empathy for them, because these kids have to sit in an American classroom for 6-8 hours at a time, listening to somebody speak to them in a language that they might know very little of, or maybe not even know any. And then of course we have kids who come here who are 10, 15 years old and have never been in a school system. And so many times that just tears me up to think that a child has never been to school or never had the opportunity to go to school. In fact, I find myself sometimes apologizing to the students and saying, I'm so sorry the world has treated you this way. And it's actually very poignant, because excuse me, but it's not their fault that they don't know how to read and write. And they have to all of a sudden get up to steam and start reading and writing in a language that they don't know about. So it's a very difficult thing that they have to overcome, and it speaks to me, because I came here as a student, and even then I found it so difficult. And to have been through all the trauma that these kids have been through, it's amazing that they make it, and they want to contribute to society as fast as they can. One of their main reasons for being here is education, and they want to give back to society as fast as possible, and it's inspiring. Well, it completely took me by surprise, and I wasn't, I mean, you do your work, you don't expect this, and if you think about it, very often the heroes are the kids themselves and the families who have been through so much. So, and I just facilitate their resettlement into the new country, and into getting the academic education that they came here for. And so really it was so unexpected. I didn't think that I would ever was even nominated, and then so I was completely floored. But of course it's a great honor, and I'm humbled by it.